Most people think cursing is just a way to talk, but when it becomes a habit, it doesn't just change your vibe. It can slowly change your brain, not overnight, not like magic, but little by little. It can train your mind to react faster, think less, and feel more on the edge. And that's what I want to talk about today. Now, let's keep this simple. Your brain, it learns by repetition. Whatever you do a lot, your brain gets better at it. So, when you curse all the time, especially when you're annoyed, stressed, angry, or even surprised, you're building a shortcut in your brain, and what's responsible for this is two systems. The first is the emotional alarm system, or the limbic system. This part reacts fast. It's like your brain's smoke alarm. It notices danger, threat, stress, or even disrespect, and it pushes you to react right away without thinking. Now, the second part is the thinking and control system, or the prefrontal cortex. Now, this is the part that helps you pause, choose your words, think ahead, and stay calm under pressure. When you curse, in the moment, it often comes from the emotional system first. That's why profanity can feel automatic. It's quick, it's impulsive, and it's a release. Now, there's a reason cursing feels powerful. It can trigger a stress response, adrenaline, tension, stronger emotions, and some studies even show that it can raise pain tolerance for a short time. So, yes, it can act like a pressure valve, but what I want to talk about here is the frequency, people who frequently curse. And here's the downside when it becomes your default. You train your brain to go straight to reaction language. Your brain is like a muscle. And when you keep training it to react right away, you practice losing the pause. You make the emotional pathway stronger because you keep using it repeatedly. This is a basic brain rule called plasticity. You don't need to remember the word, but your brain rewires based on what you repeat. And over time, that habit can bleed into many areas of your life. For example, when something goes wrong, you will react faster and not in a good way. You will get irritated quicker. You express frustration in the same blunt way every time. And it becomes harder to communicate calmly when it actually matters. I'm not saying never curse, I'm saying if it's constant, it can train your brain to live in reaction mode. Now, let's talk about how it looks from the outside when you see someone cursing a lot. What cursing does is it makes people make quick judgments, and whether it's fair or not, they do. It makes people automatically associate you with less self control, more impulsiveness, and you look less professional. Even if you're smart and capable, frequent profanity can make people take you less seriously, especially in first impressions or even serious situations. Now, the context of cursing matters, but if you curse once in a while for emphasis, it might not change much. But if every sentence has cursing, then people stop hearing the message, they only hear the tone. And here's a simple idea: the words you repeat become the way your brain labels the world. If your default words are aggressive, crude, or angry, your brain starts to treat situations like they deserve that response. But when you practice speaking with more control, not fancy, just clear, You also practice thinking with more control. And over time, you're training yourself to slow down, choose better words, and even stay more level headed in most of the situations. Now, how that reflects on you, it changes how you carry yourself, how you handle stress, and how people respond to you. So, this isn't about being perfect or acting too proper, it's about asking one question: is this habit training my brain in the direction I want? Because your brain adapts to what you repeat. If you want a calmer mind, a sharper mind, and more self control, start with the small habits, including your words. Just pay attention this week. Notice when you curse and why you curse and what you're feeling in that moment.